What's good YouTube, it's White Mike, and today I'm going to be showing you how to update that firmware on the Tamron 28-75 RXD for the Sony E Mount. Let's get into it. Alright, so if you're like me and you have the Tamron 28-75 2.8 RXD for the Sony E Mount, which is recording me right now on the A7S II, on S-Log2, and at 3.2. I shot it wide open before, but I'm just trying some different stuff in my videos. But anyway, back to the point of the video. This lens here, the cool thing about it is it can get firmware updates through your camera body, just like any of the Sony native lenses. A lot of people don't know that you can just go to the Sony website or just Google the lens that you have, like Sony 35mm 2.8 Zeiss, go to support, downloads, and you can always check what the firmware is on your lens. So the way you would check your firmware version for your lens is actually go into your camera, look in the settings area for version, and you can see the lens version as compared to the camera version. It's a little different on different bodies, like the A7 III is different than the A7S II. I'm showing you on the screen how you would do that and find it in the A7S II, but it's very, very similar as far as where that information is. So right now you can see that my Tamron is version 2, and Tamron just released an update for version 3. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna head into the Mac station here, plug in my A7S II, and run through how to do the update. And this process would be very similar on a Windows machine as well. Don't worry, Windows users, I use Windows as well, and it's very straightforward. All right, so I'm gonna put this link in the description below so you can click on it, and it's gonna take you to this page right here for Tamron, and it just has the support, it says download. You're gonna look for this firmware update service to version 3, now available. Click on it, and a window should pop up. Just make sure your pop-up blocker isn't on or something like that, because it may not show it for you. And you can see there's a version 2, version 3. It also has serial number information. As you can see in version 2, autofocus operation, loss of autofocus flicker on parts of the image when zooming, things like that. They fixed in version 2. So it's very important that this lens is version 2 at least. All right, so in version 3, it looks like this update just helps in continuous shooting. I'm guessing there were some issues with some lenses not communicating with the camera during longer shooting time in continuous mode, which is when you're blasting off a bunch of shots. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna hit download. So this page here is just gonna give you information on this actual firmware, their license information, computer requirements, etc., and allow you to download. So if you have Windows, do the Windows download. If you have Mac, do the Mac one. So I'm gonna click agree, download for Mac. I've already downloaded this. I'm just gonna open up my download folder, go to the DMG here. It'll say lens software update. Double click on that. Now I've already went through all the security prompts, but on a Mac you will get security prompts that tell you need to approve for this application to run. Let me close this one out. Now it's just saying connect the camera to the computer, telling you to turn on the camera, select the USB connection to mass storage, things like that. Pretty simple. And then plug the camera into the computer. So I have my A7S II already plugged in. I'm just gonna hit next. It's gonna verify the connection, and you can see it's checking the version. My current version is version 2. Version after the update is version 3. So that's exactly what I want. I'm gonna click next, and it's gonna transfer the data to the camera. So it looks like it's already ran the update process, etc. Current version, version after the update, run the update, which I've already did, and I'm gonna click finish once my camera is done. So on my camera right now, it says updating the lens information. All right, so once you see on your camera lens update complete, remove the battery. What I normally do is I just turn the camera off, hit finish, and turn the camera back on, and now you should have an update to your Tamron 28-75 2.8 RXD for the Sony E Mount. And the way you can check is to go into your camera, look at versions, and see that it says version 3. Another way is to actually, if you run the update one more time, let's run this again, hit next. Once it confirms with the camera, you can see current version, version 3, version after update, version 3. So we know that our lens is actually updated with the new version of the firmware. All right guys, so that's how you would update the firmware on your Tamron 28-75 2.8 RXD. If this video was helpful, please like it, leave a comment down below, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. We're still growing in subscribers. I don't have the subscriber count up here now, but I did notice that I lost one. Anyway, we're still growing, still keeping it pushing. But yeah, if you have any comments, please leave them down below. I'll get back to you immediately, and that's a wrap.